The U.S. women's national soccer team clinched a spot in the World Cup's knockout stage after a 0-0 draw with Portugal earlier this morning. And that means the defending champions finished second in Group E behind the Netherlands. The Dutch team beat Vietnam 7-0 in their final group stage match. CBS News producer Elizabeth Campbell was there in Auckland, New Zealand, to watch the U.S. take on Portugal, and she's joining me now. All right, Elizabeth, you already know I don't know a ton about soccer. What I know about this is that nothing happened, no goals, but that's a good thing. Explain.
Yeah, of course, Emery, and time zone or not, I'll always make time to talk soccer with you. I'll coach you through it, as they would say. So there were no goals on the match, and that was frankly disappointing for the U.S. team. I was on the program earlier talking about how U.S. soccer was expected to win today, and the fact that they didn't is really a concerning sign for the future of the team. Now, the good news is that this wasn't the end of the U.S. dreams for a World Cup win. Like you said, they now advance as second in the group, so they will face a likely harder uphill climb, having most likely to play Sweden in their next match. But there is still some hope. In 2011, the U.S. came second in their group and went on all the way to the final. So there has a chance for the U.S. to kind of turn this around, but it's going to take a serious reset in the next couple of days and some hard conversations in the locker room so that the team can find a winning chemistry and a winning technique. Because right now, it is cause for some deep concern for U.S. fans.
One of the things we've been talking about is that, a lot of other countries have really started to invest in their women's teams. And so, yes, Team USA is a great team, but now the performances of the other teams much better than they have been in the past. What can we take away from the U.S. team's performance in the group stage?
Well, the fans, I can tell you, are taking away a lot of frustration and a lot of words I can't repeat on a TV air for us, Anne Marie. But I think what we can take away is that the US, like you said, are having a more even playing field with everyone. And for soccer fans out there, that's good news. It's great to see that the world of soccer is catching up with the US domination that we've seen for so long. But it also means that the US needs to change their mindset. For a lot of these veterans, they've only known winning in these World Cups. And so they need to kind of readjust, reset, and find a new way to win with this new chemistry of players. I think it's important to remember that 14 players on this roster of 23 have never played in a World Cup before. And so they're trying to find their team chemistry while also finding their style with also a new coach. We're seeing Vlatko Andonovski. This is also his first World Cup. So there's a lot of adjustments that need to be made, just as you were saying, while other teams are getting better and other teams are getting on that level with the US.
So, what are some of the other teams that have made it through to the next stage?
Well, so there is a bit of good news for the host country, Australia. They clinched that they're advancing yesterday. Sadly, New Zealand will not be joining them, the other co-host of the nation. But a big surprising upset that we were talking about, Nigeria has made it on into the group. So they beat out Canada for one of those coveted spots. So we'll be seeing them later. And we will be seeing Spain. So Anne-Marie, you were close. Spain is going to be playing another match. And hopefully the U.S. plays them one day if we can keep advancing in the tournament. So there are a few that are still going on.
All right, Elizabeth Campbell, thank you very much.
Thank you.